Well, good morning. It's just 28 minutes past 10, Thursday the 15th of November, and I've come over this morning carp fishing on the Club Lake. It's quite mild today. I reckon it's going to be about 14 and it's only going to drop to 10 tonight. I fancy coming out doing a bit of carping again. Have a little bit of break from the river until we get a bit more rain, I think. And this place also closes in December, so I thought I might as well come over and have a last couple of goes over here while I can, see if I can catch a big one. Be nice. There are some nice size fish in here above 30, so you never know. I've had a good walk round this morning. There's not too many people on here, to be honest, which I was quite surprised about. And had a look all round the lake, saw one or two jumping off from the island, but more over the other side. There's already a couple of gentlemen fishing out towards there, and then I came round this side and I found some fish nutting out round here. There's been quite a few, to be honest. There's been some off of the island, but not right up to the island, quite a way back. And there's been some in this mid-water and in front of me here. And from here, I can cover the island, all this area out in front of me, while nobody else turns up, just to here. And I've also got this bay that's round this side, should any fish come into this quieter water. So it gives me quite a bit of coverage off of here. I've got one rod out already, and that rod is on a hinge stiff rig. Yeah, I do have a few in my armoury, but I only use them when I need to use them. It's not a fashionable change, it's a practical change. The reason why I've got them on today is because quite often on this lake I find that I'm fishing right in at the margins or off of the island there. This time of the year you get all the leaves come down off of the trees, collect in the margins. It's bad enough the rest of the year, but it's even worse this time of year. All collect in the margins. They do the same from off of the island, and the normal bottom rigs tend to get lost a little bit. I've just seen another fish jumping over there now, actually quite close in. Anyway, so I've got a hinge stiff rig. I'm got 1 ounce leads on at the moment, which I can just about reach the island with. I'm just about to change this one over to a 1.5, so I can go just a little bit further past to where I want to fish, and then I'm probably going to change the other one over shortly to a bottom bait. So I'm hedging my bets and fish the mid-water with a bottom bait rig. But it's just the standard hinge stiff rig. It's got a 15-pound boom, about 2 inches of 20-pound on here, to a size 8 chod hook if I remember rightly, and weighted down with a bit of tungsten. I've just seen another one come out mid-water here now, but there's quite a few lumping out around the back of the island. I'll turn the camera around so you can see in a minute. But anyway, I've got quite a few boilies of all sizes with me. I've got some 10 mils, 15s and 18s. As I said, I've got these two on pop-ups at the moment, but I'm going to change one over to bottom bait when I fish this rod on the mid-water, and we'll see how we get on. Just firing a few baits out, just halfway, just over halfway, and As you can see, I've got a few seagulls already. I'm not putting much in, just probably starting off with about 15-20 baits in total. And on the rod that I'm fishing mid-water, I've just had a change over. So I've got 1 ounce lead, braided hook link, size 12 hook, but curved shank that is, but I've got 2 15mm bottom baits on there, and I'm going to start with that and try that first. Seagulls, they've just got no respect for your baiting up. I'm using 18 millers to get out to the island. Well, we're all set, we're all fishing now. There's quite a few fish jumping as well. Seen quite a few coming out by the island and in mid-water again. So I'm quite optimistic. It's gone really mild. It's a bit of blue sky, sun's come out, wasn't expecting that today. So we might be in with a bit of luck, you never know. I'll be quite happy if I got 1 today. If I got 2, I'd be ecstatic, and if I caught a big one, I'd be really happy. But that's how it was today when I came out. That was my thinking, that it'd be quite a tough day, and it'd probably be perhaps just 1 or 2 fish. But yeah, I've still got to catch them first, but it is looking a little more promising than it was when I arrived here. Anyway, we'll see how we get on. There is a few fish getting on the move again now, in quite a few different areas. Don't think I need move yet though. I think we could be in. Yes, we are, on the left hand rod. Yes! Oh, that's going too. Well, it's hard to tell when it's a long way out. I just watched a few more fish top midway where I'd oh, that is going, and that is going well. It could be a decent fish. Yeah, I just watched a few more fish top, well, lump out should I say, not top, mid-water, and I was just sort of thinking to myself, well, this right hand rod might go off in a moment, and it's actually the left hand rod that's gone. I've seen a few fish over by the left hand rod, but it was looking more like the right hand rod for the moment. Just check that clutch. Well, if I get this in, I should be quite happy, because as I said, today was a day when I thought I would just be fishing for 1 bite. And as I said, I had a very good look round this morning to spot a few fish. I didn't want to sit in a swim where there wasn't any fish, or where I hadn't seen anything. But sometimes you can't help it when you come over. There's, you know, there is no activity, there's nothing to go on. You've just got to set up, and then if you can, once you spot something, then move. Feels reasonably solid, it's not racing around, so it's just sort of holding and wallowing at the moment. I can't do anything with it. It's not coming towards me, and it's not going anywhere. But I am in hospital next month for an operation which is going to take me out of action, I should think, right over Christmas and January and February. So these are my last sort of trips over the next 4 weeks, so I really want to make the most of it. And it'd be nice to end a few trips with something respectable, whatever species I'm fishing for. Blimey. It's a long time since I've had an arm acre. Anyway, let's not rush, let's enjoy the fight. That's what we come for. Wouldn't be much fun if they all came in like wet sacks. Ooh. Just livening up a bit now as it's coming closer. I don't think there's any snags around here. I've not fished this peg before, so I'm not 100% certain. Always wanted to, but there was always people on these pegs during the summer. The reason why I wanted to fish it particularly was in the summer was not because it was the hot peg fish wise, it's because it was usually in shade during the hottest part of the day. Yeah, this has certainly given a really good account of itself. It's unusual, I haven't seen it yet. Perhaps it's just me, perhaps I've been catching small fish for so long, I'm not used to anything a bit bigger. Right, let's keep you away from our other rod. I don't want to bring it up to the surface too quick. If it is something decent, panic might set in. Yeah, it looks like it's quite reasonable. Ooh. Right. Let's get that net sunk and ready. Come on, baby. Yeah, this looks like it'll do. A nice mirror by the looks of it. Come on. He's changed his mind. He said, I'm not quite ready yet. Take my time, because this is when an awful lot of fish are lost at the net by hurrying. And it's ours. Oh, blimey, that wore me out. Looks like it could be in double figures. Yes, right, I'll get the mat ready and the scales. Right, here we are. Let's get this weighed. It's an absolute beauty. It really is. Just get the net out of the way first. What's 16, 13? Not quite as big as I thought he was, but I'm not unpleased. Right, come on fella, you've been quite well behaved. Let's have a look. Right, here we go. Look at that, on a lovely autumn day. I can't complain at that. Lovely mirror carp. Mouth's pretty good on it from what I can see. It's not really got any other damage anywhere else. I'm very happy with that. Very happy indeed. I'll just turn that round and have a look at the other side quickly. Now don't start playing up now. It looks like it's been feeding on somebody else's bait, because some pink pop-up just came out, or pink bait just came out of it, should I say, not pop-up. And there we go. Yeah, so that's not bad at all, is it? Quite happy with that. I'll certainly do. Right. Time for that celebratory cup of tea. Anyway, for those of you that haven't recognised where I'm fishing or don't know, I'm at a place called Jubilee Pools, and it's on the Leamington Angling Association book. I've been a Leamington member for a number of years on and off, mainly for going and fishing the river. They've got some stretches of river, the Avon and the Lem, that I like to go and fish. And this is my first season of actually fishing over here. I knew of its existence, a lot of other people have told me, but it doesn't tend to be the place I'd normally come and fish. Purely and simply is because I like to get away from the crowds. I prefer to fish more remote locations or quieter fisheries as a general rule. But I've got to be honest, I've been absolutely impressed with the fishery over here and the facilities. All of the platforms are really good. They're in good condition, they're well looked after, they're well maintained. There's steps down to all of the fishing platforms as well, for ease of getting up and down. They've got good disabled facilities as well. The toilets are always immaculate when I come over. Can't fault the toilets. There's a lot of fisheries, don't have toilets. There's a lot of fisheries that have toilets that I wouldn't go anywhere near, quite frankly. But every time I've had to use the toilets over here, they're in very good condition, and all of this is testament to Ros and Neil Hubbard, who are the bailiffs and look after the place, to the work parties that carry out the work here, and to the anglers themselves that come over here. And as I've said, I've been very, very impressed with it. I've had some good fish from over here, I've had some very good fishing, and it's just nice to come somewhere like this compared to one or two of the places that I have fished previously in the past. Anyway, I thought it was worth a mention. When people have done a good job, they should be mentioned in dispatches, as we used to say. Credit where credit is due. Right, see if I can get the rod back over by the island. Bingo. On the money. Looks like we're in again. Same rod. Oh, that is a long way out, and that is going. I didn't think that was particularly a decent fish when I first hooked into it, because it seemed to go off a little bit rapid, but it's pulling well nonetheless. It's turned into an absolutely lovely autumn afternoon now. It really is what you'd consider a classic autumn afternoon, and with the weather, I'm going to end up turning next week, so I've been told. It might be one of the last nice days that we have, really, for a while. So I'm really glad that I came out today. I'm really surprised that right hand rod hasn't gone off. I'm going to recast it in a moment, because I've seen so many fish between, you know, only sort of 50 yards out, 40-50 yards out in the middle of no man's land. I'm really surprised I haven't got a take. I don't think this is as big as the last one, but it's that second fish. And I said to myself, if I got two today, I would be very, very happy. Ooh, and another one, good one, just jumped out by the island. It's hard to tell when they're a long way out, really. But it doesn't seem to have that slow, ponderous fight that you expect from really big fish. But we've got a bend in the rod. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the sun is shining. Breeze has dropped off. I've taken my fleece off because it was too warm. Thought it was going to be quite cold today. It's wallowing now. It's trying to go the other back over to the island now. Ooh, just felt it ping off a fin then. Not a nice sensation. Have to get them into a fairly short lead by the time you get in here, because they could disappear around the corner here potentially. And then I think, in tribute to the late John Wilson, it would be, as he used to say, good night nurse. Yeah, it's giving quite a good account of itself. I enjoy all of my forms of fishing, and I really do. Whatever, even when I'm just fishing for a couple of ounce roach, I really enjoy it, but there's nothing like the bend that a carp puts in a rod. Apart from a good barbel, I think. Well, it's down here somewhere, but I've not seen it yet. Oh, it's decided to wake up, as they do. Keep that clutch slackened a bit when we get them in nearer. Don't think all the fight's gone out of it yet. No, definitely not. It's funny, when I came here last time, I think I caught, when I was right over the other side, and I had that really good day, bit of a red letter day. I think all the fish I caught were commons. Right. I don't think I'm going to quite need that yet, but I'll get it ready just in case. When we do. It is, it's fighting really well. Fighting better now than when it was out there. Perhaps he wants to be landed round the other side. Come on. I've not seen it yet. Could even tell you what it is. Come on, don't go around my other rod. I mean, this is a scrap and a half. Well, it doesn't look bad. I've just caught a glimpse of it down below. That's reasonable. Yes, it is. Oh, I think it could be a good common. A very good common, actually, by the looks of it. Oh, don't go under the platform, please. You're not allowed. Oh. Come on, up to the spreader block. That will do. That will do nicely. Well, it looks like I have got me one stunner of a common here. I'll just... It's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be from the initial fight. Just put this down. I'll just clear the net out of the way first. Give it away. Yeah, this is really nice. Just check those fins. Ooh. I have to do it over the edge, I can't hold it up there. $19.7. Oh, let's have a look. I couldn't fish for 40 pounders at the moment. I'd never be able to hold them. This is absolutely beautiful. I should think this will be one of the fisheries fish of the future. He's just flexing. Not as well behaved as his last one. I'll let him have a good rest. That's part of the problem. Come on. There we go. Oh, careful. Just hold still. And we'll soon have you back in the water. Right, I'll be quick because he's playing up. Look at that. That is just absolutely beautiful. And it's in pristine condition as well. Let's turn it round. Get the other side. He's not going to behave though, he's one of those that doesn't want to behave. You always get them, don't you? Right, see if I can get him quick. Right, there we go, look at that. That's absolutely fabulous, isn't it? Can't complain at that at all on such a stunning day. What a lovely fish there. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Very pleased. Look at the head and the shoulders on that. That really is going to do well later on. Right. Well, I've just had another run and I've got a little common in the net here. Which I didn't film, I've got to confess, because I forgot to press the button on the camera. These things happen. I just recast the rods because it had gone a little bit quiet, and I didn't think we were going to get any more fish, to be honest, because it hadn't seen much jumping or anything. No sooner had I more or less tightened the bobbin up than off it went. But he's a beautiful colour. He's got lovely yellows and that in it. It's only small, but on a day like today, very, very, very welcome. I'm quite happy with that. I shouldn't think he's absolutely stunning yellows on it. If I turn it round in a moment, if he's going to behave, which I don't think he is. But there we are. It's got some lovely yellows on it, as I said. But that might well be my last fish of the session, but I'm not going to complain. Not as big as the other two, but I'm still very, very, very happy with that. That'll do. Lovely. Anyway, just in case I don't catch any more, I am now going to pack up. So once again, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and until the next time, all the best with your angling.